Michael and the Strait of Truth. Michael woke to the news that Iran had again threatened the world's breath. Not with truth, not with peace, but with pressure. The Strait had become the stage. Lebanon had become the excuse. Israel had become the villain. And Iran, the arsonist behind so many fires, once again pointed at the smoke and cried, "Look what Israel has done." Michael closed his eyes. In the quiet, he saw three figures standing before him. Truth stood first, carrying no weapon. Courage stood beside truth, steady as a mountain. And behind them stood the love of life, holding the hands of children from every nation. Jewish children, Muslim children, Christian children, children in Israel, children in Lebanon, children in Iran, children in America. Children who did not build rockets, dig tunnels, fund proxies, write slogans, or teach hatred. They were the living ones. They were the reason truth had to speak. Then the God pretenders entered the room. They wore the masks of victimhood. They said, "Poor us." They said, "Blame Israel." They said, "Pressure Israel." They said, "Calm the Jews, calm the West, calm the ones who fight back." But truth answered, "Why is Israel always asked to be calm after its enemies are allowed to be cruel?" Courage stepped forward. Why do leaders tremble before Iran's threats, but lecture Israel about restraint? Why do they fear the bully's next move more than they honor the courage of those defending life? The room went silent. Michael saw the weakness clearly. Too many leaders wanted quiet more than justice. Too many wanted a deal more than truth. Too many were willing to pressure Israel because pressuring Israel was easier than confronting Iran. Iran was testing Trump. Iran was testing America. Iran was testing the West. Iran was testing whether courage still lived in free nations or whether fear had become foreign policy. Then the love of life spoke, and its voice was the voice of every child not yet poisoned by hate. Do not hand us a world where lies are rewarded. Do not teach us that the arsonist becomes the victim because he cries louder than the people he burned. Michael looked at the children. He understood. This was not only about missiles, borders, oil, Lebanon, Iran, Israel, or America. This was about whether the next generation would inherit truth or propaganda, whether they would be raised with the love of life or the worship of death, whether they would learn moral clarity or follow influencers off the cliff like lemmings